I found this article and I wanted to share it with you because I thought it really related to the video that we all watched on Thursday about the farmers in Western Massachusetts who were struggling under the Articles of Confederation. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the article, and then I'm going to ask you a question. If you can't answer the question, please feel free to open up the link about the Shays Rebellion, about the short video that we watched on on Thursday, to see if you can't find the similarities. Okay, so here we go with this article. Des Moines. Farmers spent the last few years planting as much corn as they could, but with its price half what it was a couple of years ago, the crop's golden luster has dulled, and many growers are considering shifting acreage back to soybeans. A December survey of more than 1,600 producers by Farm Futures, an agriculture-focused magazine and website publisher, indicated farmers intend to reduce corn planting to 92 million acres, a 3% reduction from last year, and boost soybeans about 7.6% over the last year to 82.3 million acres. That would be a soybean acres record. The official word on farmers' intentions won't be released by the U.S. Department of Agriculture until March 31st. Farmers are going to plant what's going to make them the most money, said Kevin Scott, who farms about 2,500 acres in the southeast corner of South Dakota. In the years past, corn on corn on corn made them the most money. When it doesn't pay to do that, they're going to switch. The economics on soybeans are okay, so they're going to come back to it. Even if corn production falls by a few million acres and prices rise, it's unlikely to have much effect on grocery prices. Less than 10% of the U.S. corn crop is used in food ingredients. Most is exported or used for ethanol production and animal feed. Still, higher prices could increase the cost of meat. Higher prices could increase the cost of meat because corn is a staple of animal feed. And when farmers struggle to make a profit, they're less likely to buy tractors and other equipment, which can have a ripple effect on manufacturers and farm communities. Over the next 6 weeks, farmers will monitor the price swings and choose what to plant. Futures prices for corn from next year's harvest are now near break-even or below cost for many farmers. Soybean prices are more profitable but could drop if South American farmers have a good harvest in February and March, boosting global supply. That's why everybody has to keep their pencils pretty sharp on the corn versus beans equation, says Darrell Good, an agricultural and consumer economics professor emeritus at the University of Illinois. A popular rule of thumb has been for farmers to plant more soybeans if the price is at least 2.5 times that of corn. The market prices soybeans for delivery next November at $11.23 per bushel. The comparable corn price is $4.54. That puts the soybean price at 2.47 times corn price. Many farmers have been planting more corn in the last few years because prices were so high. Corn demand's begun to increase in 2008 as ethanol production boomed. That prompted some farmers to put land back into production that had been enrolled in conservation programs and to pull out fences and take down barns to clear added acres to plant. More than 97.4 million acres were devoted to corn in 2013, which was the most since 1936. So think about what you read or what was read to you and the connection between agriculture in Western Massachusetts under the Articles of Confederation. What connections can you make? Go ahead and pause the video. If you can't make any connections, continue on for a little bit of help. So your question was, what's the connection between the two different groups of corn farmers? We've got corn farmers in 1787 in Western Massachusetts, and we've got corn farmers in 2014. If you remember from the video on Thursday, the prices crashed. The prices fell because there was an increase in supply after the Revolutionary War. If you've got an increase in supply, that means that we have a reduction in prices. If we've got a lot of something, it's going to sell for a little. Okay? And to boot, these farmers couldn't pay their debts because of the crashing prices, and they were thrown in jail, which ended up leading to Shays Rebellion. Today, there's not much rebellion going on. Rebellion isn't a question, but today we've got corn prices, we've got essentially an overproduction of corn, so we've got an increased supply, which means we have a reduction in the price of corn. And today, the farmers aren't going to rebel, they just might plant something else. They might plant soybeans instead. So this is the connection that I want you to make. I got one more question for you, and it'll be your homework assignment for tonight. Okay?